Let's try that again. How about a round of applause for our next speaker? All right. That's it. I knew it. I knew you got it. Okay, so here we go. Ladies, please help me out and put your hands together for the founder here of the W3 event. Please put your hands together for the one and only Miss Dr. Nathalie Beauchamp.
All right. Is my mic on properly? Good. Just so you know, right now, there's just me and Aaron back there. So you guys had a good time, so let's get started. And maybe the light dimmed a little bit, Mathieu, please. So what I'm about to share with you today is not an idea. It's not a tip from my book, and it's not a new recipe. It's a state of mind. It's a different way of thinking. My goal is actually not to pump you up, but to expand the way you're thinking. My goal is to challenge each and every one of you to play a bigger game, to reach for something bigger. Ask yourself these questions. Am I being challenged in my life right now, or am I just comfortable? Do I feel like what I do every day matters, or I feel like whatever I do doesn't really matter? Am I excited about my life, or am I just going through the motion? These are important questions to ask ourselves, as I believe each and every one of us has things we're passionate about, things we get excited about, things we want to improve around us, things we want to do and experience. I believe we need to now take action on those ideas and passion. I believe we need to apply more of what is called 10x thinking. What does 10x mean? 10x mean not improving something just a little bit. It's improving something to make it 10 times bigger, 10 times better, 10 times more than what it is right now. Why? Because small improvements don't ignite new thinking, innovation, and transformation. Because gradual changes can be boring, it doesn't create excitement. And because it lets us see a whole new world of possibility. Let me give you some example. John F. Kennedy in 1961, some of us are not old enough to remember this, but some of us are. He said, "We will put a man on the moon and return him safely by the end of the decade." Do you think he knew how he was going to do that? No. But look at what has been done in space since then. Oprah Winfrey, she wanted her own TV show and her own network before anybody knew who she was. Do you think she knew how she was going to do that? No. But she applied 10x thinking, and look how many lives Oprah has changed and how many people she's empowered. Roger Bannister, the first man who ran the mile under 4 minutes. Everybody was telling him it was physically impossible to do so. Once he's done it, do you know how long his record lasted? Only 46 days, because he pushed the limit that athletes were putting onto themselves. And now look of how many more people have broken his record. So you're probably thinking, oh, Nathalie, I'm not John F. Kennedy, Oprah Winfrey, or Roger Bannister. Well, let me give you other example a little bit closer to home. As Carlos was mentioning, I'm the founder of the Ottawa Health and Wellness Expo, and this year is going to be our 8 years. Yes, I can't believe it. It's like, and I remember starting at the MIFO, and I actually remember knocking on door, do you want to come to my expo? And how many booths are you expecting? I don't know. Do you want to come to the expo as an attendee? Yeah, how many people are you expecting? I don't know. So I just went, and I did it. Every year, the expo improved in terms of, everything. But the improvement was small, a couple hundreds all the time. So last year, and Samantha, you're in the room, I wanted to bring a keynote speaker that was really going to make things rock. So I phoned Dr. William Davis, the author of the book Wheat Belly, and I asked him if he wanted to come in January in Ottawa. Who would say yes to that, really? But he did say yes. So he gave me a deadline, and he said, okay, well, let me know. And so I knocked on doors to find sponsorship money and so forth, and I just couldn't find it. And I remember having a discussion with Sam, in my car. I parked actually before I got home, and I said, Sam, I really want to do this. And Sam's the most positive person I know, and even her was telling me, maybe let go, Natalie, maybe next year, you know, and so forth. But I just took the plunge. I said, I don't have any sponsorship money, but I'm going to do it, because I knew that by applying 10X thinking, I would make it so. And I don't know if any of you were there, but it was unbelievable. And we almost doubled the attendance. So that is 10X thinking. Another project, as an example, is called aboutrealhealth.com, which I'm calling my 10X project. I get goosebumps just talking about it. My goal is to change the public perception of chiropractic worldwide. Not a small task, right? But I figure, let's do it. So my aboutrealhealth.com is a website where patients are sharing their videos, testimonials, and success stories. My goal is to have 100 chiropractors with 500 patient testimonial and 1 million view in the next 2 years. Am I sure it's gonna work? Heck no. We already have 15 chiropractors on board. I have even to sell it to them, to make them get on board with my project, and over 50 video testimonial. I was tired of the negative perception, and I said, if online people are Googling for headache and a video of a mother who suffers from headache has been helped, how many other lives can we save? So that's my big project. Another one that's closer to home, one of my patients who's sitting in this room decided that she wanted to create a platform for parents that didn't want to vaccinate their kids. So she herself was frustrated by the lack of information there was, and also how pushy maybe our healthcare system was if you didn't want to follow the rules. So she really started to ask questions. 2 of her children have been vaccinated and decided not to vaccinate the 3rd one after educating herself. So she decided to start a private Facebook page. And it started with 3 or 4 people, and now there's over 200 people that are sharing information, trying to educate themselves to make the best decision. So she saw a problem, was passionate enough about the solution, because that's controversial stuff. And she applied 10X thinking. And now she's impacting hundreds of lives. Now you're probably thinking, Natalie, I don't know what the heck I can 10X in my life. Well, let's look at this here. How about 10 times more freedom so you can do what you want to do when you want to do it? How about 10 times more money so you don't have to worry about it? How about 10 times more contribution in our community so you can give back and impact more people? How about 10 times more fulfillment in your relationship so it brings you even greater joy than what you thought was possible? How about 10 times in your career so you do a job that you love to do or own a business that you love to go to every day? The point is here, guys, you can 10X something in your life right now. Now, thinking with a 10X mindset may mean you have to let go of some things. What activities, commitment, or relationships are holding you back right now? What activities, commitment, or relationship are stopping you and not letting you achieving a 10X mindset? Who's whistling at me? Aaron! So why do we have to do this? Why can't we just keep our lives the way they are? Maybe comfortable, balanced, and safe? I love Anthony Robbins' rocking chair test. Are you going to be sitting in your rocking chair when you're 90 years old and say, dang, I should have done this? Are you going to have regrets? Are you going to be excited about all the stuff you've done because you love doing it? Are you going to leave a legacy and impact people in your life? Or will you let the excuses stop you? You know that little voice in your head? I'm too scared. I'm too young. I'm too old. I'm too busy. I don't have the time. Oh, it's a crazy idea. Nobody's going to jump on board with this. It's crazy. It's too risky. I want you to find your 10x idea right now. I know as I'm thinking, something popped in your head, right? That crazy idea or that crazy passion that you think it makes no sense. If you don't have a passion, don't wait forever for the perfect storm to arrive. Grab on something. Grab on something that you're smally passionate about, and put your 10x thinking cap on. So what is it that you will no longer accept as the status quo? What is it you want to create a solution for? I was tired of the negative perception of my profession. I decided to do something. If you need help finding it, I think Tracy did a wonderful preamble here of letting us know what we're passionate about, but ask yourself these questions. What do you get excited about? What do you love to do? What did you used to do as a little girl? What seems effortless to you? What do people tell you, you're really good at this? What seems to make the time fly when you're doing it? You know, a couple hours gone by and you didn't even realize it. What problem do you want to create a solution for? Spanx, anybody wears them? They're awesome, right? So this lady saw a problem on unwanted panty lines and maybe, you know, not so flattering bulges, and decided to create that. She went to town, promoted her idea, and now it's $1 million businesses, and she's making us look good. She saw a problem and created the solution. So what is your moonshot? What do you secretly think or dream of doing? I know that there's way more potential in you that you're using it right now. I want you to dig it out. I want you to bring it out so you can truly express your full potential. Now, asking these questions can be scary. And I just had a conversation with Nathalie before, and we were saying that, you know, I congratulated you guys for coming because you took the time to come here. And you're taking the time to ask yourself these questions. Most people are numb right now. And it saddens me. It saddens me because they're not even asking the right question, or they don't want to know. And that's sad. We often cover things up, and digging in may mean change. And we know as human beings, we don't always like change. But this is where the magic happens. This is where you know what you can be and do and what you can accomplish. In the book Creativity in Business, the authors are talking about letting go of what is not of your essence. And they describe your essence as these 5 things. Your intuition. You know your gut feeling? Your will, which is the part of you that can take responsibility. Your joy, what makes you happy. Your strength, your inner strength that will encompass any fear that you might have. And your compassion to bring your passion into the world. So rethink, please, what's possible for you. Create something. Like I said, it might seem like a crazy idea, but put your 10x thinking cap on and see what you attract in your life. Here are some examples. You don't like the school system? Get involved. Change it. Can't find resources on a specific thing? Create that document. Create the solution. Be that person. Don't like your work? Wish you could own your own business? Start working towards that. Don't like the way you look and feel? Decide to transform your body and your health. Don't like some of the political decisions that are made in our community? Get involved. One of the things that I find really helpful in applying 10x thinking is to have a mentor. A mentor is somebody in your life that you admire for who they are and what they've done. So ask yourself these questions. Who do you have to become to be more like them? How do you have to start thinking to be more like them? What do you have to start doing to be more like them? I have several mentors in my life. And guess what? Most of them are male because I don't have a lot of female role model. And again, that's sad. But one I really admire about one of my mentors is these 3 qualities, and I really try to incorporate that more into my life. He's an amazing leader. He can somehow engage people to do 10 times more what they thought was possible. He has a knack of getting it out of people. And he always attracts the right people in his life to help him move on his own 10x journey. And he also blurs the line between work and play the best I've ever seen. So he works hard, but he always has fun doing it. So think of your own mentors. Think of the 3 qualities that you admire in them, and what you have to do to start being more like them. Now, how about you being a mentor to others? We have the youth event upstairs, and it's great. We have an amazing young lady right there. But we went to all the schools in Orleans. We didn't get a huge response. Again, people are numb, unfortunately. These young ladies need to be inspired and empowered. So many times in our life, we see teenagers that are lost because maybe, unfortunately, in their family setting, they don't have the role model. So be that for someone. Maybe it's somebody that is your age, but it's somebody that's not at the same level of the journey that you're at. Reach out, help each other out. So what will it be? What will you be saying next year on September 21st? Wow, I've done that. I can't believe this. I've done that. What is the idea that you're going to move forward on? What is the idea that you're going to take and 10x? Now, here's my 10x vision for this audience. Told you I was going to push you, and people that know me say that I do that best, right? I want 10 women into this room to 10x their idea. Who is going to take on and commit and make it known what they're going to do? So I want you to go to www.10xthinking.ca. This is what you're going to see. Your name, your email, what your 10x idea is, and what you're going to do about it. Now, we can even step it up a notch. For these 10 women, you see at the bottom, would you like to be put in an accountability group? Why accountability? Because guess what? We don't have to do it alone. Guys, I've been in an accountability group for the past 5 years. Every week on Friday at 8 o'clock, I speak to those 4 other guys. We tell each other everything. We share each other's trouble, joy. You know, it's amazing. But I know I can count on them. And I know it makes me more accountable. So if 10 of you step up, we will create 2 or 3 groups, and we will connect you. That's one thing, not to sidetrack here, but why is it that women are not helping each other more? Guys, we don't have to pretend we got it all together. Why can't we ask each other's help? Sometimes, you know, you're a young mother, you're in a different family, and where's Kira here? Not that I want to point you. She just moved from the East Coast, doesn't know anybody here, has 2 young children. Wouldn't it be nice if she had another mom that she could, you know, you take my kid, I'll take yours, give you a little bit of break? Why don't we do more of that? Why are we not more supportive of the success of the people in our community? Now, imagine if you don't do this, if you don't apply 10x thinking. Will you be sitting in your rocking chair saying, yeah, I should have done it? Will you have the lifestyle and the finances that you want? Will you be healthy, fit, and full of energy like you want? Will you be in the same job that you don't like? Will you be in the less than fulfilling relationship that you're in? Will you be sad and unhappy? Now imagine if you apply 10x thinking. It's scary, but it's exciting. Think of the great sense of accomplishment you can have if you 10x it. Think of the difference you can make in this community if you 10x it. Think how great you can physically feel and look if you're at your optimal weight and your optimal level of fitness if you 10x it. Think of the inspiration that you can be to others if you 10x it. Think how happy and fulfilled you can be if you 10x it. And think of the legacy you can leave if you 10x it. So let's hear it. What are you going to do with your idea and passion? What are you going to do with your finances? What are you going to do with your health and fitness? What are you going with your job and your business? What are you going to do for our community? So guys, it's this simple. 10x your thought, 10x your belief, 10x your idea, and 10x your life. I know that together we can leave a legacy and make such a bigger impact. Thank you.
Ladies, how about a big round of applause one more time for Dr. Nathalie Beauchamp? Please put your hands together.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Carlo.